You put a bowl of cold soup into the microwave, press a button, and 90 seconds later, it's bubbling hot. But then you touch the bowl, and you touch the plate underneath, and they're barely warm. Look inside, and there's no flame, no glowing red coil, and the box itself never got hot at all. So if nothing in there was hot, what on earth heated your soup? Here's what most people picture. A tiny oven. Something heats up, the air gets warm, and it cooks the food from the outside in, which is exactly why, in a real oven, the plate burns your fingers too. But the microwave does the complete opposite. The box stays cool, the plate stays cool, and only the food comes out scalding, so it clearly isn't making heat and blowing it onto your food. It has to be doing something else entirely. What it actually fires out are invisible waves. A kind of radio wave, a close cousin of the Wi-Fi signal, just far stronger, bouncing around inside that metal box, ricocheting off every wall. And here's the strange part. Those waves aren't hot. They carry no heat whatsoever. They're just waves flying straight through your food. To see the trick, you have to zoom way in on the food itself. Anything wet is full of water, and every drop of water is built from tiny molecules. And each little molecule has a positive end and a negative end, like a minuscule magnet with two poles. Hold on to that picture, because the wave pushes and pulls on those poles, flipping its direction billions of times every second. And the little water molecules twist frantically back and forth, desperate to keep up, slamming into their neighbors as they spin. All that frantic jostling, all that rubbing, that is the heat. It's the very same reason your hands warm up when you rub them together fast. The food isn't being heated from outside at all. Its own water is shaking itself warm, which finally explains the plate. A dry ceramic plate has no water inside it. Nothing to flip, so the waves pass straight through and leave it stone cold. It only gets warm a little later, once the hot food sits against it and passes some heat along. The microwave was never heating the dish at all. It was only ever shaking water. No heat. But the heat comes out uneven, and there's a reason for that too. The waves bounce off the metal walls and pile up in some spots, while cancelling each other out in others. Little zones of strong waves, and little zones of nothing. That's why one bite scalds your mouth, and the very next one is still frozen. And it's exactly why the plate slowly spins, to walk your food through those hot spots. A couple more things suddenly make sense. Look at the little holes in the door window. They're deliberately too small for these fat waves to squeeze through, so the waves stay trapped inside, while ordinary light, which is a far tinier wave, slips through easily, letting you watch. And a metal fork sparks because metal has no water to shake. It just violently bounces the waves back, like a mirror throwing them around. And one honest myth, while we're here, the microwave doesn't irradiate your food, and it leaves nothing dangerous behind. It only ever jiggles water, nothing more. The instant it switches off, the shaking stops completely, and not a trace of it lingers in your meal. So here's the whole thing in 3 beats. Invisible waves fill the metal box. The water molecules inside your food flip back and forth until they've rubbed themselves hot. And anything dry, with no water to shake, stays cool, which means next time your soup comes out boiling while the plate beneath it is barely warm, you'll know the truth. The microwave never really heated your food at all. Its own water heated itself. If you learned something new today, subscribe for more.